Hi everyone, Janet's Florida Country Living, and I'm going to make what I call stuffed cinnamon roll today for dessert. It's really good. It's in my cookbook, Cooking with Family. You have 2 things of cream cheese, a cup of sugar, and an egg. Okay, now you mix this up with the mixer. Let me stop, and I will go get a spatula here. Stir it up some. Now, we use crescent rolls. Well, what I've got today is these crescent dough sheets. Now, in my cookbook, I say to get the crescent rolls because I'm not even sure if they had these dough sheets when I first started making this. And you spray your container with Pam first. And this will take there we go, a little bit of maneuvering and stuff to get it in here right. Okay. If you have to, you can put it up the sides just a little bit. Spread it out real good. And like I say, if you've got the crescent rolls, you just, push them together, and where the little perforations are, you put them together and all. Now, stir this up good. And you spread this on top. You make sure I've got everything in it. Okay, 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. Roll out the crescent rolls and spread the cream mixture on top. And then I got this recipe off of a niece a number of years back. She was bringing them to our family reunions, and everybody loved it. We can always lick the spoon. Okay, now you open up the other one. Ooh. It always scares me when it pops open. Now, let's see if we can get this on here. I think maybe we should use the crescent rolls instead of these sheets. But it stretched a little bit too much. I might have had it out of the refrigerator a little bit too long, and it got too soft. So, learn from my mistake. There. Now, you don't want to get it too thick because the dough won't get done. Okay. Now, the best part is the cream cheese mixture anyway. I will make something out of this later. I'll make us a few little crescent rolls out of this later. But it was just too much here. Guess you could have put it in a bigger container. But, okay. Now, what you do is you shake a cinnamon sugar mixture on it. Now, you can use one of these if you want. Or you can make your own cinnamon sugar mixture. Just put equal parts of cinnamon and sugar in here and shake it. We kind of like this better because it's a little more concentrated, and we like a lot of that cinnamon sugar. The more cinnamon sugar, the better. Okay. Now, what you do, you just put it in the oven at 375. You follow the instructions on here. Now it says 10 to 13 minutes. I usually do it a little bit longer. You just keep an eye on it and do it a little bit longer until the dough gets finished. And like I said, my recipe calls for the crescent rolls. So that might work out a little better instead of doing these crescent sheets, because it's just, we had too much there. Had a little bit of a flop, didn't we? But it turned out okay. I'll make a couple little crescent rolls out of that extra dough later. And but believe me, it is delicious. So we'll put this in the oven and we'll get back with you when we get it out. Okay, we're back now. I got this out of the oven. Let's see how my almost flop turned out. Now, this is what I did with the extra dough. I just did it out, put the leftovers of the cream cheese mixture inside of it and folded it over and stuck it in there. That'll probably be the best one. They'll probably be fighting over it later. But here it is. Now, on the wrapper it says to keep it in for 10 to 13 minutes. And in my book I say 10 to 13 minutes or a little longer till it gets browned. Well, I kept this in for 16 minutes. 16 minutes, and I think it's just about perfect. Now, I'm going to cut a little piece here. We're going to cheat and eat some before supper. There we go. put it on here and see how it turned out. Looks good to me. Might still be hot. It's good. It's delicious. If you'll let me, maybe I'll get a picture of my husband taking his bite too. But it turned out okay. I know it's almost a flop, but what we need to do, if you don't use the crescent rolls and you use that sheet, I'd say put it in a bigger pan. And don't get them out of the refrigerator until you're ready to do it. Because I think that was the other problem I had. So you'll learn from my mistakes. So this here, it turned out really good. And like I say, taste is what counts, right? So this is Janet Smart. It's Janet Smarter Country Living. I hope you enjoy this stuffed cinnamon roll.